What's up, guys? Marty with teambeige here, and first of all, happy holidays to you all, whether you celebrated Christmas or something else this holiday season. I just want to send you all a happy holidays from us at teambeige, and I hope you are doing well with loved ones. Today, I am bringing you something kind of new to the channel. This is a combo video with a card, if you see from the title, that recently came off of the ban list from last week, my birthday. I was super excited about that the ban list came out then. But new combo featuring Ib, the World Chalice Justicar. I remember this card coming out in Dark Neostorm, and I thought it was super cool. And I've had mine since, and since actually it came out, and when it got banned, it then went straight to the binder. It's been sitting there since, but she is out, and I've created a brand new combo featuring her in a World Chalice deck, actually. And I'm super excited to show you guys these combos. I have two combos to show you that are like two different lines. The first combo can be done a couple different ways, and I'll go over that as I show them off to you. And it's also using some of the new Snake Eye cards from Phantom Nightmare and some of the ones that are already out. So if you guys do like today's video, make sure you hit that like button down below, subscribe to teambeige, and let's get right into it. So to show things off here, all you need for this combo is either three cards, and I'm just going to be showing you one of them today for this combo. You need a copy of Bonfire, Snake Eye Ash, or 1-for-1. If you're doing 1-for-1, this is a 3-card hand. You need a card to discard. We're going to be using, for this combo with Bonfire, you only need 1 card to discard, but if you're doing 1-for-1, you need 2. So a monster and then anything else. But this combo can be done with just a copy of Bonfire or a copy of Snake Eye Ash, and we're going to be showing that today. So let's get right into it. So we're going to start things off by activating our copy of Bonfire, which adds a level 4 or lower Pyro from deck to hand, adding our Snake Eye Populace, a very highly anticipated card coming out of Phantom Nightmare for the Rescue Ace and Fire King strategy, but we're using it in this deck. So if it's added to the hand except by drawing it, you can special summon this card, which we will be activating next. And then if it's normal or special, you can add a Snake Eye spell or trap from your deck to your hand. So we're going to go ahead and add ourselves a original Sinful Spoil Snake Eye. Next, we are going to link it for a copy of Link Karibo, and then activate its effect since it was sent to the graveyard to place it in the spell or trap zone. Next, we're going to activate Snake Eye, sending Populace to the grave, to special summon a level 1 fire from our deck, being Snake Eye Ash. So this is where it kind of differs. Like I said, you can do this combo with Ash. The way that you do this, though, is you go normal summon Ash, you add the Populace to your hand, Populace specials itself, and then you link it for, you add the Snake Eye, make Link Karibo, do the same thing, but instead of using Snake Eye to summon Ash, you're going to use it to summon the card that we are searching right now off of Ash, which is TG Rocket Salamander. This card came out in Age of Overlord. Everyone was kind of like, what the heck are these cards? And I'm going to show you what you can use them for. So we're going to add our Rocket Salamander, and since we haven't normal summoned, we're going to normal summon the Rocket Salamander. Like I said, if you normal summon Ash, you can still do this combo. You just use the Snake Eye sending the Populace to summon the Rocket Salamander. So that's like the only way that this changes. Next, we're going to activate Rocket Salamander tributing itself to special summon a TG monster from our deck. And we're going to summon a copy of Screw Serpent from Savage Strike. And we're going to use its effect targeting Rocket Salamander engraved to special summon it to the field with its effects negated, but we don't care about that. So we're going to summon it to the field, and then we're going to synchro summon for the newly released, off the ban list, Ib, the World Chalice Justicar. So for her synchro summon, you can treat a World Chalice normal monster you control as a tuner. Doesn't matter. And then if this card is synchro summoned, you can add a World Legacy card from your deck to your hand. And then if she is synchro summoned and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon a World Chalice monster from your deck. Or from deck or grave, which can be relevant in this combo because we are playing 1 brick, which is a World Chalice normal monster. But if you can get that monster in the grave, the combo's not broken. It works. And there's ways to do that. So we're going to activate her effect to add a copy of World Legacy World Chalice, this big old dude. And then we are going to activate Snake Eye Ash, sending itself and Ib to the graveyard to special summon Snake Eye Oak from our deck. And then using Chainlink 1 Ib, the World Chalice Justice card, to special summon a World Chalice from our deck. And then Snake Eye Oak effect, targeting a level 1 fire in our graveyard to special summon or add it to the hand. So we're going to do Chainlink 1 Ib, Chainlink 2 Oak. Doesn't really matter what we summon off Oak. We're just going to summon it to the field. I chose the Salamander. So we're going to summon Salamander, and then we are going to special summon Chosen by the World Chalice from our deck. The important thing with him is that he is a normal monster. He's a World Chalice monster, and he's also level 3. So these are like the important things to keep in mind. That why I did Chosen. Haha. I'm sure there's some things you can maybe do with. I think there's the Ib one, and then there's the Ningirsu one as well. But those are combos for future. I'm not playing them in this list. Next, you link the Chosen for a copy of Imduk, the World Chalice Dragon. He gives you an extra normal summon for a World Chalice monster in addition to your normal summon set. And then if he's sent to the grave, you can special summon a World Chalice from your hand. Next, we are going to use our additional normal summon to tribute over the Link Rebo to summon our World Legacy World Chalice. And then next, we'll activate Snake Eye Oak, sending itself and World Chalice to the grave to special summon a copy of Snake Eye, Flamberge Dragon. And then World Chalice is going to activate in the graveyard, and it's going to special summon a copy of World Chalice Guard Dragon, and then our Lee of the World Chalice. Lee's going to activate on summon, and it's going to add another copy of World Legacy World Chalice. And then we are going to, I believe, link summon with our 2 Imduks. For a copy of Dragoonini Knight Romulus. We're going to go Chainlink 1 Dragoonini, or Romulus to add a copy of Dragon Ravine. Chainlink 2 Imduk to special summon a World Chalice from hand. And we're going to summon our World Legacy World Chalice and then add our Dragon Ravine to hand. This might be looking kind of familiar to at least the Romulus in Dragon Link decks, which I thought was a kind of fun spice for this. I've seen some combos so far where Ib has been being used in in Dragon Link, which I think is really cool. And then I saw decks that were using both Ib and Chosen for a runic list, but I haven't seen any of them that have done like this type of combo, which I thought was really cool when I was building this recently. So we're going to add our Dragon Ravine after we've summoned our World Chalice, and then we're going to activate our copy of Dragon Ravine and use its effect with that 1 discard, sending a copy of Destrudo from our deck to the graveyard. Next, we are going to activate Destrudo, targeting our TG Rocket Salamander to special summon it to the field, paying half our life, making the Destrudo a level 6. Now, this is where I kind of just went with this because of what I had in graveyard. If there's a way to get a Link 2 in the graveyard that you guys see, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. But currently, we just have Link 1s in our grave, which you can see where I'm going with this if you're catching on. Next, we're going to Synchro Summon using our Destrudo and our Lee for a copy of Borreload Savage Dragon, targeting the Imduk or the Link Rebo. I just did Imduk because it had higher attack, and then we're going to summon or equip that and have 1 negate. Next, we are going to link with our Flamberge Dragon and our Rocket Salamander for a copy of Lib, the World Key Blade Master, and then we're going to trigger our Flamberge to target 2 level 1 fires in grave. I went with Rocket Salamander and Ash. It doesn't really matter. And we're going to special summon them to the field. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to activate Lib's effect to set a World Legacy spell or trap from our deck to our field. And it's going to be the World Legacy Succession. And then next, we are going to link using our Romulus, our Lib, and our Salamander to make a 3 material Apollousa, getting 3 counters on her. And then we're going to activate World Legacy Succession, targeting our Ib, the World Chalice Justicar, in our graveyard. Special summon her to a zone a Link monster points to. And then we're going to Synchro Summon using our Ib and our World Chalice to make a Baron de Fleur. Now, you're like, this is already a pretty great board. We got 1 negate, 2 negate for just Omnis, and then we have 3 monster negates. Well, we're going to activate our World Chalice Guard Dragon, banishing it, targeting our Chosen in the graveyard to special summon it to the field. And then to end this board off, we're going to link summon using our Ash with our Chosen to make an IP Masquerena. So off 1.5 cards, we have 3 monster negates, 2 Omni negates, and then an Ib to link summon on our opponent's turn for an SP Little Knight, which is incredibly strong. And then I could say that, yeah, right here. Or if you had something else like a unicorn, you could do that. You can add that to the extra deck. This was a really cool combo that I ended up making. I'm super happy with it. Now, obviously, is this thing combo like hand trap proof? Probably not. You know, this is just kind of like the wombo combo board that you want to try and make if they have no interruptions. Or I may show the deck list later. I am playing 3 copies of Triple Tactics Talents and 1 Call by the Grave, so you can play around things like Droll or Ash Blossom, whatever. But from what I found, this combo is fairly consistent. There's a good amount of ways to get it started, and it ends on a really nasty board, which I think is really cool. So this is the first board. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the next combo in our deck. So see you in a minute. Okay, so our next combo is only using a copy of TG Rocket Salamander and any discard. The reason I wanted to show this combo is because when I was looking at the list and just the combo in general, I was like, well, what happens if you only draw Salamander? Because I had a test hand actually, and that made me think of this combo. And I was like, well, what can we do with this? So this combo involves the TG Rocket Salamander and any discard. It ends on a different board than the one that I just showed you guys. This combo can also be done with a copy of Wanted, Diabell, or Snake Eyes, but then that requires, again, another card to either send off of Diabell or to send off of Snake Eye, which, you know, isn't like the worst thing. This is a little bit of a weaker combo. I'll just say it right now. It ends on the Apollousa, Baron, and Savage, but no IP Masquerena, which is totally fine. But we're going to go through this combo just so I can show you guys what kind of like the backup combo looks like, and it does use IB. So let's get right into it. So we are going to start by normal summoning Rocket Salamander and using its effect, summoning the Screw Serpent, and then Screw Serpent's going to reborn. Next, we are going to Synchro Summon again, like the previous combo, for our copy of IB, the World Chalice Justicar, but in the extra monster zone, which is important, and you'll see in a minute. We're going to use her effect adding the World Legacy World Chalice, and then we're going to link away IB for a copy of Gravity Controller. Going back to if you ever played Shaddoll when the structure deck came out, this card was used a lot to link away your construct to add Shaddoll fusion back. And then we're going to activate our copy of IB, the World Chalice Justicar, summoning our chosen from the deck, similar from, again, the other combo. And then we're going to link summon our Imduck underneath the Gravity Controller. And then we're going to tribute summon over the Gravity Controller for our World Chalice. Next, we're going to link for a copy of Almirage, since World Chalice has 0 attack and defense, and it's a normal summon monster. We're going to activate World Chalice to special summon 2 World Chalice monsters from deck. The same ones as before, our copy of Lee and our copy of World Chalice Guard Dragon. Lee's going to activate her effect, adding World Chalice to the hand. And then we are going to link with our Guard Dragon and our Imduck for Romulus, same as before. Romulus Chainlink 1 to get Dragon Ravine, Imduck Chainlink 2 to summon World Chalice. We're going to add our Dragon Ravine. And then next, we're going to activate our Dragon Ravine and activate its effect, discarding any card, sending our copy of Destrudo to the graveyard. Destrudo is going to activate, this time targeting the Lee, making it a level 5. Next, we're going to Synchro Summon using Destrudo and our World Chalice for a Baron de Fleur. That's our first negate. And then we are going to link our Lee and our Almirage for a copy of Lib, the World Chalice World Key Blade Master, excuse me. And then we're going to activate our effect, sending a World Legacy Succession from our deck to the field. And then next, we are going to link using Lib and Romulus for a copy of Apollousa for 2 negates, which is, you know, it's okay. It's all right. But we have 2 negates. Activate Succession, targeting our IB in the graveyard, special summoning it to the zone Apollousa points to. And then we're going to activate our Guard Dragon Engrave, targeting the Chosen, special summoning it to the other zone Apollousa points to. And then we're going to Synchro Summon for our copy of Borreload Savage Dragon, using the effect to equip the Lib, the World Keymaster, giving us actually 2 negates compared to last time. So What's different about this board? We have our it's 3 of the same monsters from the last board, but like I said, missing the IP. And our Appaloosa has 1 less negate, also making it a little bit weaker. But our Savage Dragon does have 2 negates this time, which is pretty all right. You know, you can if we had the 3rd negate on Appaloosa, that would be 3 negates on the opponent's turn, and then this, because you only can use Savage once per turn. But still a 1.5 card combo, drawing the TG Rocket Salamander, or like I said, this works with Wanted, Diabell, and Snake Eye in any face-up card. So it's like still, I think, a really cool combo. The only thing you have to kind of watch out for is drawing the Screw Serpent in both combos, I think is what I discovered. So that's like, if I think there's any bricks in this deck, it is just the Screw Serpent as the real brick. You don't want to draw this. And then Chosen is like kind of debatable because, like I said, Ib can summon from the graveyard. So if you have the Dragon Ravine, or you can get to the Dragon Ravine first, you can discard the Chosen. But like we saw there, the Chosen went for the Imduck, so it's like, you know, it's a little weird. Will work if you draw weird hands. From test hands I was doing, I was not really running into that problem a lot. I'm sure, like, I haven't like finalized the deck list or anything, but I just thought that these were really cool combos to show you all. And you know what? I think I will show you the deck list, so we'll hop over to the deck list. All right, so since it's the holidays and I actually am in, you know, giving mood, I want to show you guys the deck list that I have made for this. So this is all like theory. I've done test hands with this, so it like it does work. It is fairly consistent from what I have done, and I'm sure there's probably more ways to make the combo more consistent, but since this was like a combo deck, I also wanted to have a decent amount of non-engine, and as you can see, I think I kind of succeeded with it. So we have 3, I'll start with the non-engine first. We have 3 copies of Ash Blossom Joyous Spring, 3 copies of Effect Veiler, 3 copies of Nibiru, 3 copies of Triple Tactics Talents, and then 2 copies of Fenrir, and then 1 Called by the Grave. Ash, Veiler, and Nibiru are just really good hand traps in this format and will be in the upcoming format, I think, with also the Snake Eyes cards being released, or it's really just Populous. And then Talents and Called by, I wanted just a way to kind of like punish the opponent or draw cards depending on if they interact with our combo. Fenrir is here for a specific reason. It is a good card going second. I was playing 3, but I swapped 1 for the 1 for 1. But you can special summon Fenrir, get the other if you want, and then if you have a World Legacy World Chalice in hand, you could tribute summon over the Fenrir and then link that for Almirage, and that does the exact same combo. I think as the second one, because you go, oh no, I'm sorry. So you link, you basically summon the Lee and the Chosen from your deck, and then Lee, I believe, gets you I haven't done this combo a lot, gets you like the Guard Dragon or the World Chalice, but then you synchro for the Ib at that point, adding World Legacy Succession, or the Guard Dragon. I think this is done more so in the runic lists of World Chalice that have been coming out since the ban list, so I would go recommend checking out those videos. So it's like, it's still a play that you can do. But as far as the engine goes, we're playing our 3 copies of World Legacy World Chalice, our 2 copies of Lee the World Chalice Fairy. I put 2 just because, you know, you don't really want to draw it, and I wanted another in deck just in case, so that you could still summon off of the World Chalice. 2 Guard Dragon for the same reason, and also kind of has a grind game capability. Lee also adds herself back by sending a monster from your hand or field to the grave, which is kind of nice. So there's both of these have like grind games. The 1 World Chalice brick being the Chosen, but like I said, if you have a way to get in the graveyard, it is not like you're not done. Which is why I was also considering Diabell in the wanted cards in this list, even though it produces a different combo, which maybe I'd swap the Fenrirs and Veilers maybe for 3 wanted and a Diabell. Again, haven't really thought that far. This is just a draft that I wanted to consider. So that's it for our World Chalice cards, and then we have our 1 World Legacy Succession. I know I'm not going in order, and I'm sorry if that annoys you, but whatever. Then for our Snake Eye engine, we have our 3 copies of Snake Eye Ash. This is a really good starter in the deck. I think the best normal summon you can do in exception to World Chalice. Our 1 copy of Oak to get the Reborn just for bodies. Our 1 copy of Flamber's Dragon for the combo. 2 copies of Populous. This card is absolutely insane. You guys are going to be hearing that a lot in the future. And then our 3 copies of Bonfire to search the Populous or the Ash, preferably the Populous, but you know, it depends on where your combo's at. And then 1 copy of Original Sinful Spoil Snake Eye. Next for our little synchro, just easy level 5 engine, our 1 Rocket Salamander and our 1 Screw Serpent. Again, could you maybe consider 2 Screw Serpents? Maybe. I don't know. Okay, maybe so then 3 wanted, 1 Diabell, 1 Screw Serpent. It depends. It gives you also some grind game into like making a Link 2 later on. Who's to say? I don't know. This is the first time I ever like really tried to make a combo deck. And then our 1 copy of Dragon Ravine and our 1 copy of 1 for 1, and that rounds out the main deck. For the extra deck, 1 copy of Baron, 1 copy of Savage Dragon, our 1 copy of Ib. And then as far as the rest of the combo pieces, we have our Apollousa, our Romulus, our Gravity Controller, Ib, 2 copies of Imduck. I just figured it might be fine, you know, because if you can reborn the Chosen, make another Imduck, and kind of keep extending on turn 3. Our 1 copy of Lib, 1 copy of Linkuriboh, and 1 copy of Almirage, and then sort of the utility monsters that are the flex spots in the extra. 1 copy of Access Code, 1 copy of Dark, just because Dark's really popular, and then 1 copy of SP Little Knight. As for the side deck, I kind of just thought of some random like things to consider. 4 Bestials just for like Unchained, Labyrinth, and then my idea was you swap those with the Nibiru's and maybe like the Called By, no, not the Called By, probably the 1 for 1. And then 3 copies of Droll Knockbird for like decks like Vanadium, our Fire King, which is really dependent on Droll. Droll is just really good. 3 copies of Cosmic Cyclone. This is kind of just a personal choice. I just was like, I felt like there might be cards in the future that this might be really good against. Actually, against the Snake Eye deck, because you can hit something like Populous, or you can hit Fire King Island, getting past the Sanctuary. 1 copy of Harpy's Feather Duster for massive back rows, and then I just added 3 copies of Mind Control and 1 copy of Snatch Steal, just because. So yeah, that's the deck list. That's the combo video. Let me guys know down below what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm actually really looking forward to hear your guys' feedback on this. I think this is a really cool deck, a really cool set of combos. I don't think this is a completely finalized product, why I wanted to show you guys the deck list as well on top of, you know, the holiday season. And yeah guys, I'm Marty with Team Beige, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.